How's everybody doing? I'm having a pretty peaceful day. My old dog here. Oh, that sucked. So, alright, let's talk a little bit, guys. So, our government is being fucking corrupt. No good little whiny bitches again. Look, this great reset, it's a scam. Just like COVID is a scam. It's all it's propaganda to brainwash all of us while they just keep taking our money to the bank. The vaccine companies, the different research teams, all the money that's going into the politicians' pockets. Look at Trudeau, man. He comes from a billionaire family, and he still takes his $6,000 some odd dollar fucking paycheck every week. $6,000. Can I at least make 1,000? You know, considering that I'm breaking my back, I'm fucking sweating nonstop, my hands are killing. Can I at least make 1,000? I am the one, just like many other middle class workers across this country. We are the ones who build these roads with our money, who get our kids sent to school with our money. We are the ones who built this country. We are the ones who built the infrastructure, the educational system, the healthcare system. They organize it, they keep it organized, don't get me wrong, but we're the ones building it. So why can't we make that kind of money? Oh no, we don't got that kind of money. We can't raise the wage gap or anything. We can't do nothing about that because we just don't have the money, guys. Can hand CBC $1.2 billion on top of the incentives they're getting from the government. Now we're going to hand them the 1.2 on top of that. No, guys. You know, but everybody right now is so focused on what's going on in the States. Oh my God, the States. Oh, Trump, Biden, oh. Neither one of them fucking really care. Okay? There's your answer. Like I said in another video, you had a fucking perfect candidate, Tulsi Gabbard, America. You let her go. But back to our government. Trudeau, I don't know what happened after that billionaire island, but he's completely sold out. He's got to go. The problem with conservatives and then Green and NDP and all this, the problem is it doesn't matter who you vote for. They're always just going to focus on conservative values, or they're going to focus on liberal values, or they're going to concern themselves on the environment, you know, like the Green Party. And you're never going to get a leader out of any of those parties that just says, okay, well, look, they got 2 great ideas, they got 1 great idea, they got 3, they got 2, let's just combine them all. And I got a couple myself, so let's do it together. We're never going to get that. Because second someone gets the power, it turns into a fucking shit show. I'm going to get my way. No, I'm going to get my way. No, I'm going to get my way. It's like, look, watching Parliament is like watching a new version of WWE, but with kids. It's the only difference. They all think they're fucking brilliant. They all think they're geniuses and they're smart because they went to college and got a piece of paper with their name on it. They read a book. But they really never experienced real life. Let's not give them that because we all know that ain't fucking true. Not when you're making over 100K a fucking year. You're not experiencing real life, okay? You're experiencing high class life. So let's get this notion out of our fucking heads that these people care about us at all. And again, look at COVID, right? It's the biggest scam that's ever come across the world. Other than fucking the rest of that shit where they try to pump fear into us and fucking, we all knew it was bullshit. But for some reason, this one here, you all seem to fucking believe. I don't understand it. Scientists and doctors across the world have already proven that masks do shit. Okay? This whole social distancing thing of 6 feet, do they not know that a virus can travel, especially this virus has already been tested and can travel up to 30 meters? That's a hell of a lot more than 6 feet. That's why they don't show you evidence. That's why here's the statistics. There you go, shut up. They don't give you the leading up research. They don't give you the what it all. How did they come to this conclusion? Let me look at the conclusion itself. I may have some answers or some questions. Will they be able to answer those? That's what the type of things that prove our government is just. They just want the money now. Now that they know that we know, and they just don't care, and they're just going to take the money. And that's why we're hearing talks about the military now. Oh, we're going to send in the military to vaccinate people. But what about the people who don't want to get vaccinated? What are you going to do with them? Oh, then they can't go to school if they don't get vaccinated, like they try to do with the flu. Right? The flu vaccine. You don't get that measles or flu vaccine, you can't go to school. Even though it states that your kids are supposed to be able to go to school. Can't force someone else's fear or belief onto me. That's illegal. But now we're allowed to do that, and the government is doing that just right. So like they're taking fucking maybe 30 people in one town, 10 people in another town. Now we're talking about towns out of 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people, but they're going to find those 10 that are just dead serious about it, and they're going to get them on TV, and that's how all we see now. It'd be nice to have a fucking day in Canada where we can actually focus on, instead of hate and chaos and rage and murder and this and that and fucking COVID and politics, maybe we should stop trying to sell all this shit. Like, I know it sells good and it sells on TV, right? What sells, you sell. But wouldn't it be nice to fucking be able to have our kids wake up on Saturday mornings, watch their Saturday morning cartoons, and see a commercial that tells them how great they are, tells you about how great you are and thanking you for coming into work and doing everything you're doing for the country. Those are the type of propaganda things we need in the 2020s. Like, we're in the 20th century, guys. How we're not into this way of thinking yet is mind-boggling. But every time I try to research it, every time I investigate it, every time I do my own homework, it always barrels down to two branches: the government and the media. And we know the government here in Canada owns all the media, right? Because they all get incentives from the government, which means the government fucking owns their ass. And again, now on top of that, the 1.2 billion going to CBC and who knows how much to every other fucking organization. Now they really own those fucking media networks. Yeah, look, if we just take the fucking death toll here in Canada and all the provinces, it's 1 in 300,000 that you could die from it. 1 in 300,000. Okay, I want you to take this into account. You know why it's very important I want you to take this into account? Because I also want to take into account, and I want you to think about this hard. 1 in 300,000. Every day you wake up, you could die of COVID. Technically, you can't die of COVID. You have a better chance of getting struck by lightning. But anyways, if that scares you, if that really terrifies you, you gotta wear a mask all the time. Stay away from me, 6 feet. Because 1 in 300,000, you might actually die. Okay. Think about this, chicken shits. Every day you wake up, you have a 1 in 10,000. Not 100,000 people. I didn't say 100,000. I said 10,000. 1 in 10,000 of a chance a fucking asteroid that can wipe out our planet will smack our planet. Every day. As soon as you wake up, as soon as you open your eyes, something can go across the sky and just wipe out the whole fucking planet. 1 in 10,000. Now let's look at those odds again. COVID, 1 in 300,000. Earth-shattering asteroid, 1 in 10,000. So you have a way more chance of an asteroid coming down from space, big enough, fast enough, and strong enough to wipe out the entire planet with nothing left. Not a thing. It might even just shatter it into pieces. And you're scared of COVID? What are you going to do now that you have this knowledge of this asteroid that's flying around space right now? Actually, I can't say a asteroid. We're going to have to talk about the octillion amount of asteroids. That's a number with 27 zeros behind it. An octillion. Yes, it's an actual number. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But we got to close down our country. Look at Cornwall. 122 cases, and we're in the orange. Oh. 122 cases of COVID. 0 cases of the flu so far. Or the cold, or bronchitis, or pneumonia. 0 so far. But COVID, 122. Okay. We're in the orange. Out of 50,000 plus citizens. And we're in the orange. You think this is a scam? Let me tell you a little something about what we experienced here in Cornwall. When they brought, the quarantine center here to the retirement city of Ontario, one of the retirement cities of Ontario. Cornwall is major on that. We have a large majority population of elderly people. And we had a quarantine center here. Shouldn't we be like the epicenter of anywhere? We should be number 1 on the death rate. We should be number 1 on the transmission rate, the catching rate, the positive cases. We should be number 1. We are a retirement city with majority elderly people. 50,000 plus people in Cornwall, only 122 cases. So here, this is what we experienced in Cornwall. Our mayor made a video and told everybody how she had concerns about the quarantine center coming here. How she heard the people and their concerns. And she shares those concerns. Very next day, she makes another video. Oh, it's all fine, guys. I talked to everything's good. I had all the answers, the questions answered. And of course, we didn't hear the answers. The people who actually initiated those questions, we didn't get the answers. We just got told she heard the answers. It's all good. Within 24 hours. Probably less. Maybe a little bit more, but whatever. Within the next day. Complete switch. You know why? So I'm going to hold that on her come next election, and I'm going to vote somewhere else. But this is what we're dealing with, and it doesn't. This is what I was talking about in one of my other videos. Is that it's just one corrupt Trudeau, and it trickles down to the rest. Doesn't matter what part of the branch, doesn't matter what organization, as long as they have they are a branch of the government. Doesn't matter tip, top, bottom, middle, up, ass, down, low, fucking, I don't care. They're all corrupt. Just look what they've been doing for years and years with the CAS and the DPG in Quebec. Allowing them to use schools as fucking feeding grounds. Allowing them to fucking attack innocent families in Quebec. They go after the English like it's a fucking soup kitchen. And they're homeless. They need to eat. And they treat the English like they're that fucking poulet. Before I left Quebec, I was helping families close cases. Giving them tips. Giving them advice. Even attending some of the meetings and holding my ground and fucking coming out on top. It's all got to end. And there's only one way, guys, where we're going to be able to end it. And that's if we, the people, take control. Remind them, they work for us. They don't build the fucking roads with their paychecks. They don't do shit for this country. Other than keeping everything that we pay for, everything that we work for, everything that we build, they just sit at the fucking top and make sure everybody's doing their fucking job. Not very fucking hard. So we need someone who knows what it's like to live a family life, the stress, the depression, the anxiety of it. We need someone who knows what a fucking hydro bill is, what an internet bill is, who knows what a bill is. We need somebody who knows what fucking rent is. We need someone who knows what it's like to fucking live with a landlord. We need someone who knows what it's like to fucking be out in the environment. We need someone who spent time in the woods. We need someone who actually been there. My big thing in life is, if you experience it, then you have an understanding of it. Then you gain knowledge of it. And from that knowledge, you gain wisdom from it. From there, you gain compassion because you understand. But in order to go through that cycle, you have to experience it. And when you live a life where you've never experienced what a fucking bill is, what rent is, or anything, because let's be honest, they all come from fucking rich families. All of them. There's maybe 2, 3 that actually fucking worked their way up there, but now they're there and they're amongst all that other corruptness. It's done. What we need is somebody who can't be fucking corrupted. Write my name down, make that box, and check it, folks. Because I guarantee you, thanks to my 2 new MP bodyguards, we're going to make sure, because they're going to be over top of me all the time, hovering over me. Whatever meeting I go to, they're going to be there. Their job is going to make sure that I'm doing mine. And that everybody's doing theirs. And that there's no robberies. There's no nothing. If they even sense it, they can even arrest me. They can arrest the 2 in the room. We make it so that way the Prime Minister, A, can no longer dip his hands into the budget system for any type of fucking cabin or house or this or that. We make it so that way no one else in the government system can dip their hand in. We make it highly illegal, and we make the punishment more fucking severe. Like jail time. A long time. We need to stop fucking relying on the different parties to fucking try to run our country. What we need to do is band them together in Parliament and fucking force them to work together. From this point on, this point forth. If they want to keep the parties alive, that's no longer to lead our country. It'll solely to be conservative. We'll let them handle our money and our jobs. When it comes to NDP, we'll let them handle our foreign affairs and stuff. When it comes to Green, we'll let them handle the environment. When it comes to, and I'll be there to monitor them, make sure they're doing their fucking job. Just like when this whole COVID thing started. I said right away, island, transform it into a quarantine center. Think about it. We've spent trillions by now. This probably would have cost, with the right research, right technology, everybody kind of, I could probably talk to other countries, get a lot of shit done, like technology and everything that's way more advanced, for free. And we could have all worked together on this island. And I would have sent the ship there. Any family member that wants to go see their family, no problem, you can go, but you're not coming back until this whole situation is dealt with. We'll set you up, we'll make sure you have a place, a living quarters with you and your family, and you can be together. But you're not coming back, just like the doctors, just like the nurses, just like the scientists, just like the military men and women, just like the whoever else is there. You're staying there until it's dealt with. Or until we had an understanding, a better understanding of this virus that just came out of nowhere. Alright? Would have took us, what, a month? Month and a half? We would have found out everything we needed to know because it would have been confined, controlled, and maintained. And we would have sent it back to the communities, endangering your children, endangering you, endangering your parents, your family, your friends. My plan would have kept Canada safe, would have kept Canada open, and we wouldn't have had to wear masks, nothing anywhere. We wouldn't have to sanitize nothing because it would have been on the island, away from the civilization, and where everybody could be together, but at the same time, we can maintain it and monitor it until we understood it. And now, with the knowledge we have today, we would have just released all the fucking people because it's just a fucking bad flu. That's all it is, guys, okay? It's just a coronavirus flu. Sorry about that. It's a coronavirus flu. It's the common cold. The common cold. I don't know if a lot of you know this, but the common cold is part of the coronavirus family. It is coronavirus. It's just not 19. But it is coronavirus. The common cold, people. The one that we've experienced since childhood. Coronavirus. Not too many people know that. So why are we scared of this one? Look, our elderly are important. They built our country. Their parents helped build the country. Their parents helped to build the country. So that's why it's important we have to take care of our elderly, because they helped build everything that we have around us. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be where we are today. Everything happens for a reason. I always say that. So every elderly, doesn't matter what it is, they've contributed in some way. At one point in their life, even if it's just one time, they still contributed. So we're here for that. And so when you see an elderly person, put on a mask. I'm not saying you have it. No one's going to say you have it or think you have it. Just put on a mask if there's an elderly person. You know that me and you are just fucking fine. Our kids are even better off than we are. And if we're just fucking fine as hell, 96.3% chance of not even noticing you have it, that's some fucking good odds. 1 in 300,000 you're going to die from it. That's some good fucking odds. Just respect the elderly, because their odds are way less. Their odds, this virus basically attacks them, or anyone with any other type of fucking illness. It attacks that. It doesn't come after healthy individuals like us. Our immune system wipes it out. It's not even strong enough to beat ours. And yeah, some of them get it, but are they really getting it? Or are they not just getting bronchitis and pneumonia? And the reason why it keeps getting worse and worse is because maybe, just maybe, doctors are, because they are only treating COVID, it's just by stating that they're misdiagnosing the patients, which means the medicine they're getting might make what the fuck they actually have 10 times worse. And we could also end up with some deaths on our hand. Maybe that's why they're sticking to their guns. Maybe they know they're busted, they know they're screwed, but they have to keep it going, because if they don't, the lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit that would fly through the courts, the government would have to settle giving every single natural born Canadian, anyone with a birth certificate and a social insurance number, if you were born here, you're all going to get $1 million. That's the way they're going to have to settle it, because we're going to be able to sue them like out their asses. And then doctors, they went along with this whole thing, and not all of them. Half the doctors here in Ontario are against Ford. The other half, they should have to fucking pay too. So there's a lot of fucking lawsuits. So that's why they're sticking to their guns. If all you people in Parliament are wondering, oh, I don't know why you're lying to the people. That's why. Because if we catch them and we find out this is all bullshit and all this was for nothing and all that money they've been spending, we can go back after them for that. That's a fucking jail time. So they have to keep up the playbook. They have to stick to the plan, the play. They know at the end they're fucked either way, but they're going to try to drag it as long as they can, and maybe we'll just fucking blow it over. But I don't think we should as Canadians. But the only way we're really going to make these people pay for this, the only way we're really going to make sure that the proper investigative teams can get the investigation done, or at least started, is if one of us takes the mantle. If one of us who knows what it's like to be in real fucking life, the ones who don't want to see their governments acting like children in Parliament. You know, the 9-to-5s, or the ones that do the 18-hour shifts, or the 16-hour shifts, or even the half shifts. We are paying for this country. We are paying their pockets way too much fucking money for what we're seeing. And then you take into account, now they want to try to lock us all down. They don't understand that the suicide rates are just skyrocketing, and drug addictions and all that crap. Or how about the fact that now this is really starting to show in our children the psychological fucking effects locking them in has, considering that they're in the most crucial time of their period of being a sponge. So they need to get the fuck out there and live a social life. But because they're not, it's starting to affect them very badly as well. So there's a lot of reasons why we the people, need to start standing up and start shutting your fucking mouths. Okay? Stop telling people they're fucking, oh, you're so selfish, fucking, you're not wearing a mask. Motherfucker, you put fucking 10 rolls of fucking toilet paper bags in your fucking cart while people were just sitting there going, oh, I guess we're not getting toilet paper. Did you offer any of that toilet paper? No, you selfish motherfucker. See? You calling me fucking, so you just, the kettle calling whatever black, but So, I mean, the only ones screaming, you're selfish, you're selfish, you're selfish, oh, you're killing people, rah, 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 rah. The only people that are doing that are the people that are fucking causing that shit themselves. They're so scared that if fucking at any second, if someone walked by and their shadow happened to reflect off the wall, they'd fucking jump. Even though they knew it was just a person's shadow. They knew it, but they'd still fucking jump. That's how it's starting to look now with some people. Guys gotta wake the fuck up to this shit, man, because I'm getting real fucking tired of this. Think about the money they're wasting right now. Your money, my money, on the dumbest shit. I've had enough, and I hope you have too. So when it comes to election time, according to the Canadian fucking Constitution, Canadian Bill of Rights, and I just looked it up too, I don't need to register with the fucking government. I don't need to fucking nothing. I just need to step outside my door and get Canadians to vote for me. That's what it states. It's up to the independent journalists and the media and whatnot to fucking make sure that I'm recognized, because if I get recognized enough, like I have to get their attention, obviously. But vote for Cole Holmes. If you don't want to vote for me, no problem. Vote for your mom. Vote for your dad. Vote for your uncle. Vote for your dog. Vote for that. Right there. He can run the country better than Trudeau can. Better than Ford. Better than Legault. Oh my God, what's going on in Quebec is just, it's a shame. I can't believe our federal government isn't stepping in on this at this point. Yes, the provincial leaders can have a right to rule themselves. They do. But we do hire the federal government to maintain them, right? To watch over them. It's time that he steps in with Quebec and says, show me the science, show me the facts. Because so far, 34,000 is probably way more than that now. The last time I checked, 34,000 scientists and doctors around the world are completely against the whole lockdown, the whole mask. It's all bullshit. Protect the elderly is what they're saying. Just like I'm telling you to do. Is what the scientists and doctors are saying. But we have politicians, playing doctor. And they've shown zero facts. They talk a big game. They show you a bunch of shit they know you're not going to understand. But what have they fucking actually proven? Nothing. Write my name down. When you see all their names with their boxes and you got to check it, don't. Write my name, make the box, and check it. Put it in. Casted your vote. We're not voting for the old ways of corruption. We're going to, since we're at the bottom of the barrel, we're going to try to take control of it from now on. Us, the people. The hard workers, the ones, on welfare that shouldn't be there, but because of how fucking strict they made everything to even get a goddamn job, they're basically stuck there. But everyone, oh, the welfare bums, the welfare bums. Motherfuckers, the government's keeping them there. By making it so fucking impossible to get a job. Gotta check this, gotta check that, gotta make sure you do this and you know that. It's like training has gone out the fucking window anymore. So that's why I think the First Chance Act, and ours will be for the workers, to get people off welfare and into the fucking workforce. Anyways, we need to save our country. Write my name down. Make that box, and let's just get it done, guys. Have a good night.